Hey, I'm John Nord. I'm going to show you how to build a ring roller. Sometimes you need steel rings for making bits and other things. You don't have to be a bit and spur maker to need steel rings. They come in handy with a lot of good different things. This is a real simple way to roll them out and make them consistent. I started out by taking a piece of pipe. Now, the size ring is, the inside diameter of the ring is determined by the size of this solid bar. This bar here is 1 1/8 inches, and that's what I'm making my rings. And this pipe is big enough to hold that 1 1/8 inches. I could put a 1 inch in here, and I could put a 1 1/4 in here. So the pipe's a little bit big for a 1/8 inch, you can see, a 1 1/8 inch. But that's what I wanted, because that way I can make from a 1 1/8 to a 1 1/4. I just welded it onto my support here in the barn. If I ever want to take it off, I can just cut these tacks. You might come up with a solution to bolt a plate on there where you can take it on and off, or you might have just a standalone post to put this on. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to take a piece here. This one's about 8 inches long, and you want to put it on a flange to where it's a little bit back from the edge here. Now, by the edge, I mean over here we have a nut, a 3/8 nut, and I welded it to a flat strap that goes from this edge of the I-beam to that edge of the I-beam. And this bolt, as you can see, is about, I would say the top of the bolt is even with the edge of the bottom of the pipe right here. So I welded it down. You don't want it up here even or anything. And the reason is, when you put your bar in there, you want your rod, like this steel rod that you're going to make your ring out of, you want it to be able to slide right underneath your bar, about like that. So you want to weld a 3/8 nut right here, even with the bottom of your bar. Like I said, the pipe is about 8 inches long. The bar, I think it's about 14 inches long. And it needs to just freely go in and out of that pipe. No burrs or anything like that. This is what's your rings are gonna roll around. And as you roll them, as they start rolling, it's gonna pull this pipe, or this solid bar, through the pipe like that. And the rings are going to build up on this bar. And then when you get so many rings on there, like I needed 4 rings, so I rolled out 4 different complete rings. In fact, I think I rolled 5 just to make sure. I'll show you how I do it here in just a second, but once you get them on there, you just pull this out of the inner of the coil of them, and then pull it out of the mechanism, take them over, cut them with a die grinder, and you have a bunch of rings. And it makes real good rings, and I'm going to show you how to roll them. Now, the bar, this one, we're making 3/16 rings. I can make up to 3/8 rings with this, but I'm just doing 3/16 today. And you take your bar, and I usually start with a 36-inch piece like this here. And right on that one end of it, you want to bend a 90-degree turn, about like that. It's just about 1 inch down. This is kind of a curve, but it can just be a 90. That's all you need. And you want to stick your rod right through there. Oh, there's one more thing you need. You need a handle to bend this these rings with. And I just took a 5/8 rod here. You can use 3/4, maybe 1/2 inch, and I welded a nut on the end of it like that. And that's what we're going to use to hook that 90-degree turn, and we're going to roll these rings with this. Okay, what you do is you take your bar and you put it in here. You take your rod, this is 36 inches long, and you bend a 90-degree on it, about 2 inches. I'm going to do that here on my vise. Okay, we have our 90-degree on there. And then I'm going to shove this through the nut like that. I'm going to pull the rod out here like this. All we do is hook it like this. And then we keep that 90 straight like that, and we start rolling our rings. And you just keep turning it like this. Now what it's doing is it's pulling this bar this way as we roll our rings. This nut down here has the rod locked down, and this has my handle locked to it. So by pulling tension against this rod, it keeps your rings real tight. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Now to take the rings off, you just push this rod backwards, pull this out, and you have your rings. And then you take your die cutter and cut the rings, and you have a bunch of rings. And I'll show you that next. Okay, I've got the coil of rings in my vise, and I've got a die cutter here, and I'm just going to cut across here and cut these rings. Okay, let me pick up all these rings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the rings that we have here. They make perfect round rings, and there's 4 of them here. And then you just take your pliers and bend them together straight. And then what I did this is a bit that I'm working on. What I did is I put the splice down on the part of the bit where I'm going to weld the ring to the plate, and I just weld it right there. And then that incorporates that split into the bit size. Anyway, it's an easy way to make rings. Hey, thanks for joining me on this. I just wanted to show you another tool that I made that's pretty handy in the shop. Like I say, these rings are good for a lot of things. You can braid ropes on them, or use them for bits, or whatever you need to use them for. Anyway, I'm sure there's 100 different things that rings. And the thing is, it's hard to find steel rings. Ones that are not coated with galvanized, they're not nickel or chrome, anything like that. If you're making a bit or something like that, and you want to blue the bit or brown the bit, you want steel rings. And plus, from a welding standpoint, it's best to use the steel unless the you know, if you use a chrome one, the plate's going to come off or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, steel rings is the way to go. And I looked around, it's kind of hard to find them. I'm sure there's places that do sell them, but I didn't find any readily available. So talked to Bruce Cheney, and he told me, hey, just make some. So I came up with this roller here and made my own. So I hope I helped you out with that. And hey, stay tuned. I hope to get out some more videos pretty soon. See y'all later.